Good evening and welcome to State of Business on Art Television. I'm Tamiru Nimsa. Let's have a look at the headlines. Sri Lanka tourism brings in over $1 billion in the first quarter of 2024. United Kingdom's travel advisory lifts concerns surrounding Sri Lanka. News in detail. Sri Lanka's tourism industry has reflected a robust upturn, earning over $1 billion during the first quarter of this year. Officials say that it signifies the remarkable recovery and potential growth in the industry, showcasing its resilience and attractiveness as a tourist destination. The level of performance is particularly noteworthy when compared to the previous year, when reaching such a milestone took this country 7 months. According to the latest data from the central bank, tourism earnings in the first 3 months of 2024 were over $1.03 billion, reflecting a 103% increase from the corresponding period of last year, whilst March earnings stood at $338.4 million. However, on a month-on-month basis, March earnings experienced a 2.1% marginal decrease compared to February. This makes the $345.7 million generated in February 2024 the highest monthly earnings registered since 2022 thus far. Despite facing a series of challenges stemming from Easter Sunday attacks in 2019, the industry has not only weathered the multiple storms but emerged stronger. The resilience in the tourism industry has instilled renewed confidence in the sector's potential for growth. With the ongoing promotional efforts and global spotlight on Sri Lanka's safety and satisfaction of visitors, the industry is determined to regain its status as most preferred destination for travelers worldwide. The rebound in the sector is further underscored by the surge in arrivals, which totaled an impressive 635,784 in the first 3 months of 2024, a stark contrast to 2023. For 2024, Sri Lanka tourism aims to draw 2.3 million visitors and achieve an income of over $4 billion. Sri Lanka tourism is focusing on welcoming high-end tourists with plans to lift the average spending per visitor to $4,000. Tourism Development Authority also aims for 2.5 million visitors to spend over $500 per day. Meanwhile, the United Kingdom has revised its travel advisory for Sri Lanka, effective from last Friday. The revised advisory no longer includes previous concerns regarding shortages of food, fuel, and medicine. Considering the Sri Lanka's current economic advancement, the United Kingdom has revised its travel advisory for Sri Lanka with effect from the 5th of this month. This update encompasses various aspects including access to emergency medical services, entry security requirements, road safety, overall security situation, and health facility accessibility. The revised advisory no longer includes previous concerns regarding shortages of food, fuel, and medicine. Additionally, the previously mentioned risks related to limitations in health services, such as the lack of medical equipment, have been omitted. President's Media Division said the Sri Lankan High Commission in London has consistently advocated to British authorities for the removal of negative information from previous advisories. This effort aims to ensure tourists have a clear understanding of Sri Lanka's current progress. Between the 1st of January and the 27th of March, a total of 53,928 tourists from the United Kingdom have visited Sri Lanka. According to the Tourism Ministry data, the United Kingdom has become the third largest source of tourist arrivals during that period. This updated advisory is expected to further boost Sri Lanka's tourism sector. The government has announced plans to temporarily lift its import ban on undu, also known as black gram, to address seasonal demand ahead of the Sinhala Hindu New Year. Cabinet spokesman Minister Bandula Gunawardena revealed that 2,000 metric tons of undu will be imported to prevent shortages and ensure fair pricing for consumers. Gunawardena emphasized that taxes will still apply to the imported undu, which will be subjected to the Special Commodity Levy under the 2007 No. 48 Special Commodity Act. Sri Lanka typically requires 20,000 metric tons of undu annually, but local producers struggle to meet this demand, leading to shortages and inflated prices, especially during festival seasons. The decision to import undu through state entities like the Sri Lanka State Trading Corporation aims to ensure transparency and meet consumer needs effectively. However, protectionist taxes previously imposed on undu have faced criticism for driving smuggling and corruption, particularly affecting minority communities. Stay tuned. We will return after the short commercial break. Welcome back after the break. The Securities and Exchange Commission of Sri Lanka and the Colombo Stock Exchange have joined hands to organize island-wide teacher training programs for the established 100 capital market clubs. These training programs, held recently, covered all 3 languages and were conducted across the 9 provinces of Sri Lanka. They equip teachers with essential knowledge to educate students about the regulatory environment, stock market operations, and various capital market products. The Capital Market Club program, initiated in collaboration with the Presidential Secretariat and the Ministry of Education, aims to instill financial literacy in Sri Lanka's education system. Bridging theory with practice, the SCC and CSC have devised engaging activities for club students, including an inter-school quiz competition and a virtual stock market game. Winners of these activities will have the chance to visit Singapore, as announced by President Ranil Wickremesinghe. The Sri Lanka Blue-Green Alliance called for the end of coal power plants, advocating for renewable energy transition to promote sustainable energy and community welfare at a press conference held in Colombo recently. Representatives from the Sri Lanka Blue-Green Alliance emphasized the urgent need for a shift towards renewable energy sources. General Secretary Rajitha Begunasekara highlighted the disproportionate reliance on oil and coal for electricity generation and stresses the potential of renewable energy to enhance national energy security. National organizer Vinshada Yasasmini underscored the significance of renewable energy projects in achieving the country's commitment to 100% renewable energy by 2050. Press Secretary Dilanka Maduranka emphasized the economic, social and environmental benefits of investing in renewable energy and sustainable farming. The Federation of University Teachers Associations opposed the government's National Education Policy Framework, labeling it as a threat to the country's tradition of free education. The Federation of University Teachers Association expressed these concerns in a press statement released recently. FUTA raised concerns about the NEPF's narrow focus on economically driven subjects and digital literacy, which neglects broad educational goals such as critical thinking and civic engagement. It said that with the withdrawal of state responsibility, defunding state education and abolishing the University Grants Commission, the proposed reforms prioritize profit over educational quality and student well-being. In response to these challenges, FUTA is mobilizing opposition, collaborating with student unions and civil society organizations to protect free education in Sri Lanka. They call upon the government to withdraw its proposed reforms and prioritize the interests of the people over market forces. Stay tuned for the stock update. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on positive notes today.
The all-share price index gained 42.49 points to close at 11,962.49 and the S&P SL20 gained 3.12 points to close at 3,546.83. The turnover was 2.5 billion rupees and over 135 million shares were traded.
Up next are forex rates. That's all our news for today. For this and more, subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. Take care and good night.